This is Alpha. We continue to talk about the unknown field of stock technical analysis. Is it scientific theory or the emperor's new clothes? I don't know what you think after listening to my serious nonsense. I wonder how you would rate my performance? If you think there is a more suitable development direction or way to make a living for me, please point me in the right direction. Okay, let's get back to the point. Although life is full of adventures, I don't believe that you can make money lying down. Never invest real money in a trading strategy that you heard from others. No matter how high the return of this trading strategy is, no matter how wonderful the master's talk is, there is no selfless gift from a stranger. As the old saying goes, behind a good heart, there is a bad plan. The truth about the chord trading strategy is this. The information presented on the screen is real. There is no false processing, and in the process, all the core technical details are placed in front of the camera. Despite this, what you see is not all. What is presented is what you want to see. This trading strategy does perform well on certain stocks and certain time periods, but it cannot be sustained for a long time. I leave the sadness of the strategy to myself, and take the beauty of the strategy away to the camera. It can be said that as long as you want to prove that a trading strategy is effective, you can find relevant evidence, even if there are 10 counterexamples behind one piece of evidence. Then you may ask, why can these inefficient information be widely spread for a long time? I think, because we are all mortals. Human nature is greedy, and getting something for nothing is always tempting. There is a very simple reason why commonly used technical indicators are useless. These strategies are objective data obtained through fixed rules. Then anyone or machine can follow this set of rules and get the same result. Then ordinary people have no place in front of institutions with advanced AI technology and supercomputing power. Of course, there are exceptions to everything. There are always people who are blessed by luck or gifted. But this is only one in a million, not you or me. Don't think that you are the chosen one. Of course, Trump is an exception. I think that friends who have been trading with technical analysis for a long time are basically people who love to study and are very confident in their personal level. Thinking that their IQ may not be outstanding, but it is no problem to exceed the average level of the market. Aren't technical analysis indicators just a bunch of mathematical formulas? Who doesn't know how to add, subtract, multiply and divide? Move your hands and brain, and you can make money standing up. How great is that? Yes, that's the truth. But the key may not be the IQ or personal level. Let's review this statement. First, technical analysis can make money, but whether an individual can make money depends entirely on his or her personal level. This sounds fine, but have you ever thought about the following question? The statement that technical analysis can make money is just an assumption. If this assumption is wrong, then using or not using technical analysis has no correlation with whether you make money or lose money. For example, a person uses technical analysis to make a 20% profit in a bull market. In fact, if he doesn't understand technical analysis at all, he can also get roughly the same profit, or even more. In general, technical analysis does not substantially improve the possibility of profit. The difference between using technical analysis to obtain trading signals and still coins is actually not big. This view may shock some people. If you have watched previous programs, I don't think you will be surprised. So, why do many people believe in the effectiveness of technical analysis? We need to analyze this view from the heart. In fact, the personal perception of the effectiveness of technical analysis involves two factors. One is the objective effectiveness of technical analysis, and the other is the person who makes the judgment. The interesting thing about this question is that the person who makes the judgment is also the one who uses him. That is to say, the two roles of athlete and referee play a role in one person at the same time. You may think that this is fine. Just like when you go to a 4S store to test drive a car. The clerk asks you how you feel? You will objectively tell us your evaluation of the car. But I think this example is not appropriate enough. Because everyone has a consensus on the standard of a good car. But among the vast number of investors, there is no consensus on the effectiveness of technical analysis, and there is even extreme division. I would like to use another example as an analogy, which may be more appropriate. I recall that once I went to a modern art museum to see an exhibition. I saw many people gathered around an inexplicable installation, and there was a person in the middle who was giving professional and profound praise to the work. He talked about Dadaism and Surrealism, then mentioned Duchamp and Beuys, and finally talked about James Joyce. The people around listened quietly, nodded gently, and admired this great work. Looking at their appearance, I thought they saw God. Although I didn't understand, I was shocked. Since I know nothing about art, the above judgment is just my personal bias. However, I can be sure of one thing: there is no consensus on the standard of art. This is very similar to our current view on technical analysis. Since technical analysis is covered with the cloak of scientific theory, we have also heard of some powerful people who made a lot of money by relying on technical analysis. This will make many people believe in the effectiveness of technical analysis first, and then conduct arduous explorations at the application level of technical analysis. However, they have never thought about understanding the essence of technical analysis. Perhaps due to vanity, they are unwilling to admit that they cannot understand technical analysis. I think this is the question of whether technical analysis is effective or not. There has been no answer. The key reason for the conclusion: there are very few people who can objectively evaluate technical analysis without personal subjective feelings. And when a person has conducted long-term research on technical analysis and discovered the truth one day, even at this time, there are not many people who can bravely admit their mistakes, and more people will go all the way. It is like a scientist who has spent most of his life studying perpetual motion machines. When the law of conservation of energy is placed in front of him, although he is unable to refute it, he will instinctively resist. I have said so much above, but I just want to talk about one issue: the extreme importance of objective cognitive ability to a trader. Important things cannot be said only once. So next, I want to tell a story as the end of this topic. Okay, let's stop here. We will continue next time.